What's up, y'all? How we doing? Thanks for tuning in. I'm so glad you found your way to this video. Today, we're talking about what do you feed your worms, all right? Here on 5D Lifestyles. And, it's vermicomposting, worm composting, using worms to break down debris further to make wonderful worm castings. And also, if you have enough, you have a potential food source for, say, fish or chickens, which is our goal here. So check it out. In this video, we're going to show you how to feed your worms. We're also going to show you how to separate your worms by default from your worm casting so you can use them very, very easily. And so we're going to make a worm salad. No, I'm not going to eat worms in a salad. I'm going to make a nice blend of a delicious blend of food for my worms. And so I call it a salad because my lovely wife, she's probably the best salad maker. And I gotta be honest, usually when she's like, oh, we're gonna have salad for lunch, I'm like, salad. I was kind of hoping for like some sweet potato fries and mayonnaise or something like that. And then she hits me with the salad and it's like, oh my gosh, yet again, you've made a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful meal. She is the best salad maker of all time. And if you will talk to her and pick her brain on salad making, she's like, it's all about the elements, right? You got to have something sweet. You got to have something salty. You got to have something crunchy. You got to have some green. You got to have something chewy. You got to have all these different blends to make a nice salad. And so that's what we're doing here. My salad isn't quite as colorful as my lovely wife's salad for the worms, but we got a lot of different elements, right? Most people feed their worms kitchen scraps, food scraps. That's fine. It works, obviously. So it's not the end of the world to do so. But what a lot of people don't realize is they're not out there eating the food scraps, right? Worms don't have teeth. They are not chewing. All right, they have a gizzard. They're swallowing and kind of breaking it down in their gizzard, right? And so they don't have teeth, so they're not out there chomping on the food. They are relying on something already breaking it down, like fungus, bacteria, molds, yeast, stuff like that, already breaking down a substrate so they can easier get at it. So they are eating the bacteria and the fungus, right? And then by default, they get some of that food scraps in their mouth. So why not break down the stuff first? What I'm talking about specifically is using black soldier fly grubs. They are a gift to this planet. They truly are. They are this little grub, all right, that it does have teeth, and they're voracious. They will consume your kitchen scraps at a very high rate. And you know the beautiful thing a black soldier fly grub can do for you is it can eat pretty much everything. Where it doesn't like the carbon-rich things, it will get down on all your food scraps, including meat. Yes, it will eat meat. It will eat citrus. It'll eat onions. All those things worms won't eat. So it can pre-digest those for you, making a better thing. Worms can rip through this way faster than if you gave them your kitchen scraps. And the beautiful thing, y'all, if you are doing this, which is something I'm doing to get a lot of different byproducts, like getting food for chickens, which I don't have, but I will, you're using the same substrate, you're using the same medium to get off two different delicious food items for chickens. You're getting the maggots, the black soldier fly grubs, right? Because they've consumed through here and turned themselves into little meaty morsels for chickens. And then this is primed and ready for the worms, adding a nice, gooey, sweet, nitrogen-rich muck mode for our worm salad, right? So this is something you can do at home. So basically what we're doing is we're combining a mycelium-rich carbon source with a nitrogen-rich, pre-broken down kitchen scraps muck mode, and we're going to combine this all together in a delicious salad. These beautiful blocks have given me some amazingly delicious king oysters. I'm also going to be feeding some old shiitake blocks to them. This, if you're unfamiliar, is something called mycelium. Check out some of my other videos about growing fungus. If you're a little more curious what that is, but basically what mycelium is it's a vegetative body fungus. So this is consumed through, on this one, it's a sawdust block and wood chips, right? But a lot of my blocks are made up of sugar cane. And so it's a carbon source. Worms will get down on some carbon. They like their carbon. But they even like more this mycelium that has eaten and pre-digested that sawdust or wood chips. And so they're going to rip through and eat this mycelium. It's delicious. They love it. It's like ice cream for worms. Wait, we're talking about salads. That's the analogy we're going for. It's like delicious leafy greens. It's like, you know, it's worm food. So those are the two main ingredients to our salad. And then, you know, you need something crunchy, right? So we got, oh gosh, that's heavy. We got a very fine sand, right? Mixed with eggshells, right? So we consume a lot of eggs. Don't judge us. We love them. They're delicious. That's why we need chickens. We've mixed them with the sand to get some grit. Like we talked about, the worms have a gizzard, right? So give them some grit to help kind of break down this food and easier digest. They're going to be able to break it down faster. We're also going to give them some bananas. I live in a place where bananas grow. Obviously, you might not, and that is okay, but you might have something like this, a plant source. So this is fiber rich, carbon rich. It holds a lot of water. You know, we're about the plethora, we're at the variety in our salad. So we're going to throw this in there. Over here, what do we have in door number 3, bag number 5, whatever we're talking about? What are you talking about? I'm talking about some manure. All right, I don't have animals yet, but you can see it's nice to get a variety here, right? So more nitrogen, right? All righty, y'all, let's make that salad. So I'm gonna pull a lot of this substrate, this beautiful, fresh, wormy substrate, all up. So this is full of worms. I would love to use this. So basically I'm putting all this substrate on one side, the stuff that is, you know, the nice castings, and then there's some worms. And then I'm going to do all the new stuff over on this side. And these guys are going to catch whiff of what's going on over here. And they're going to slowly move in there. This is one easy way to separate out the castings. So first steps to our salad, I'm going to do something dry, all right? So this is old, multiple year up old shiitake blocks that I'm just going to put in dry for bedding at the base. I'm kind of putting this in so it'll catch some of the liquid and eventually become awesome for the worms as well. So now after this, I'm gonna go with some fresh mycelium just because I love mycelium. So this is king oyster. Look at this. So if you're unfamiliar with mushrooms, again, check out other videos on my channel. But this material was sawdust and wood chips that is consumed through with mycelium. And so the worms are going to love this mycelium. It's going to add a super carbon rich element to this future worm casting soil. And you know, if you guys think about it, look at that. If you guys think about it, this is what's happening in the forest. You know, like gardening is kind of, you know, if you're into permaculture, into gardening, what you're trying to do is like recreate what's going on in the forest. And a lot of people's compost is very like heavy on the food scrap side, on the manure side. And so the beautiful thing about using mushrooms is you can bring more of that carbon into the scene. You can bring more of that wood waste and then, you know, get it all mixed together. So that is somewhat moist, but it's nice to have water nearby. I'm just gonna moisten it even more for the worms. And you know, most likely bacteria is gonna get in on some of that wood. You know, potentially this fungus could even regrow a little in there. All right, so there we go. Now, we're gonna add a little bit of that sand. This is super fine sand mixed with eggshells. We're just gonna lay that in because again, worms have gizzards, not teeth. All right, now y'all, we're gonna get funky. And we're gonna bring, this is that black soldier fly muck. Look at that. I'm so happy that you guys don't have to smell it because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, it does not smell that great. So these are kitchen scraps, right? That have been broken down by black soldier fly grubs. Now, subscribe, check it out because I will be going into the cultivation of black soldier fly grubs. They are a wonderful gift to this planet. And now we're gonna add a little grit to that stuff. So this is kind of a nice salad. We've got like, you know, we got the sweet mycelium, we got the carbon-rich mycelium and sawdust, and then this is like the gooey, chewy part of the salad. This is the nitrogen-rich part of the salad. And let's get wild. Let's throw some, let's throw some chunky bits in here. Let's throw some banana bits, huh? Why not? So look at that. Like, that's kind of a cool thing, the spiral of life. So these have little pockets of cellulose, little pockets to kind of hold moisture, break down over time. I know not everybody watching this is going to have bananas at their available, but I'm trying to give you salad ideas. Work with what you got. Again, you might not have mycelium, but you should, right? Let's grow some together on this channel. I'm going to show you different ways to grow. Oysters are a really easy way. But look at that. All right, that is nature's recycler at its finest, right? So this is basically a salad of nature recycling. So we got the fungus recycling, we got bacteria in here recycling, we got the worms recycling, we just had some grubs recycling. Come on, y'all. This is a wonderful thing. I'm so glad you're joining me right now, like cyberly, in a weird post-time kind of way. Let's give it a little grit. Here's our grit part of the salad. Oh yeah, get it all up in there. Some manure. Come on. Get a little manure in there. We're gonna moisten this up because it is old, right? So there we have it. Thanks so much for watching. Yeah, I got all that, the new freshy stuff on the one side. I got all the old castings on the other side. Stay tuned. We're gonna monitor this thing and hopefully watch these worms move into the zone. Hopefully they multiply dramatically and turn this into amazing castings. We have more worms and we can keep doing this and expand and expand and expand. So yeah, thanks for joining the journey. Thank you for watching this video to the end. And subscribe, right? We're going to be doing all sorts of fun experiments. You can watch us grow. Also, if you feel like, man, you guys are doing cool stuff, we want to support you, want to keep this channel rocking, we want to keep all these projects rolling, check us out on Patreon. There's a link right up here. Click it, check us out. Like $1 a month, it actually really helps out, especially the more people that do it. And we can help make this an actual, proper video where I'm not relying on advertising, I'm relying on viewers like you. Just like PBS did. So seriously, thank you guys for watching. I do enjoy doing this. You guys are helping motivate me to keep these projects rolling and to do them. So yeah, do it at home. Make some worms. It's exciting. You see, I'm excited. I hope these guys are excited for our worm salad. I hope they're like getting in there very shortly. Cool. Thank you. Much love.